Welcome to Social Soul Self, Inward Imagination Ignitions, a personalized sacred soul session to journey with me, yours truly, Kristin Windsor, to discover and harness and play with a brand new skill set, or maybe to further expand this type of skill set you've already been dabbling in, and to allow it to truly and deeply serve and support you along the healing journey of loving liberation, so that you can connect deeper with the infinite aspects of your authentic self while nourishing attachment needs at body-mind foundations. Regardless of who you are or where you're at in your journey, this practice allows you to connect deeper with parts of yourself in a deeper and more intimate, creative, expansive way than you have ever experienced before. The possibilities are truly limitless, and even the parts of the self who might feel so far away, or so unreachable, or so misunderstood, or so lost and confused, or so hurt and isolated, or so whatever it might be. You fill in the blank with whatever adjectives best describe the parts of yourself that you wish to be there for. And they might be parts of you that you're not even fully aware of yet. There might be parts of you needing your unconditional love that you don't have explicit awareness of, and that's completely all right too. Or maybe you're doing really well, but you just want an extra skill set, an extra inward meditative self-hypnotic skill set, so that you can be more connected with you, more united within yourself, able to collaborate with the infinite nature of your soul in a brand new, fresh, deeply dynamic, deliciously wondrous way. And so in this journey, you'll be able to connect deeper with all parts of yourself, reunify these infinite aspects of who you truly are at your core, while positively shape-shifting patterns of navigation and regulation throughout trillions of complex body-mind networks, so that all of your divine consciousness can have more power from within to be your truest, fullest self. And whether that's expanding into new creative endeavors or healing from some very intensive implicit health challenges, this practice is here to serve and support you in many infinitely wondrous dynamic ways. And I am here to serve as a teacher and a guide to allow this skill set that I've spent 6 years perfecting and allowing it to transform my own life from the inside out, so that you can have all of the different magical, wondrous insights and tools and creative superpowers to allow this one practice to transform and bless and expand and nourish your life in 1,000 new ways. So if you're ready, go ahead and download your free introductory playbook for Social Soul Self, Inward Imagination Ignitions, a journey to practice social self-engagement through inward imaginative journeys. And maybe you are new to meditation or self-hypnosis, or maybe you play with it very lightly and gently and just a little bit, or maybe you've spent years exploring meditation and self-hypnosis. What it really comes down to is just being able to close your eyes and connect with your own imagination, including through visualization. And so whether this is a new skill set for you or something that you have connected with for many years and you're ready to expand into it and use it in new dynamic ways, this practice, this journey, these teachings are here to serve and support you. Play, dream, imagine, expand. blissfully slip into sweet sensations of gentle joy. Through the sacred divine power of your own infinite energy, cultivate a felt sense of fulfilling your own attachment needs, being there for all parts of yourself in brand new ways. With thousands of ways to play, this one technique is a game changer along any healing journey of loving liberation. Social Soul Self, Inward Imagination Ignitions. Learn how to practice social self-engagement through inwardly focused journeys of imagination. Applied in infinite ways during everyday life, one playfully power-filled practice with 10 specific steps, fulfilling over 20 beneficial purposes while nourishing 22 specific attachment needs. By practicing distinction and connection between self aspects in 18 or more different ways, and playing with creative imagination in infinite and limitless ways. Learn an inward skill set to rewrite any past experience, expand bridges between any self aspects or parts of brain-body wiring, transform any unfolding moment, or create any newly desired energetic experience from within you. Through inward journeys of sacred imagination, cleverly cultivate a practice of social self-engagement. Consciously create distinction and connection between self aspects to fulfill internal attachment needs that affect all body-mind foundations. This technique involves a meditative type state of loving presence, expanded awareness, and intentional directing of internal energy through conscious imagination. Though most frequently utilized through a closed-eyed journey, similar to meditation or self-hypnosis, it may also be played with during everyday activities of meditative mindfulness, such as walking by yourself through nature. Learn to influence body-mind activity, wiring, and navigational patterns in a fun, gentle, playful, creative, imaginative, enjoyable way, while unifying trillions of self aspects. Welcome all of yourself home into loving liberation. Have you heard about the miracles of social self-engagement practices? Discover more in thesis number 29 of Kristin Windsor's Implicit Revelations case study. Explore all the magical details of thesis number 29 on the official known webpage or the free introductory playbook, which has text information and a miniature documentary series that goes into great detailed depth about this actual concept. There's lots of magic, some text images, videos, everything is really amazing. So explore the official known web page with the Implicit Revelations case study freely shared in a very lengthy magical web page, and or the free introductory playbook for the Implicit Revelations case study. But basically, thesis number 29 states that when consciousness teaches the brain and body to socially engage with itself, the process of nurturing or nourishing internal attachment needs in the body-mind indirectly reconstructs all patterns of navigation and regulation, including all regions of conscious and unconscious memory data throughout the entire neurobiological social engagement system, affecting information including unconscious memories and patterns of movements and habits from your entire life, every year of the entire life of your beingness, and it effectively transmutes and resculpts content of that data throughout trillions of networks while efficiently expanding connectivity throughout all of that data. And it reprograms brain-body regulation and the natural protocols that determined how the regulatory systems throughout dozens of complex miracles in the brain and the body naturally self-regulate in everyday life. And so this free introductory playbook for social soul self inward imagination ignitions has some amazing links you can explore further to find out more about the miracles of social self engagement and what practicing it can actually do for your life, for your body mind, for your consciousness, for the quality of your personal experience, for your implicit health, for the health and well-being of your mind, body, spirit, emotions, habits, actions, behaviors, tendencies, relationships. Everything, every area of your life can improve because you're improving the foundation of your existence from the inside out. So there's lots of amazing information, some links you can explore further, etc. Summary insight: social self-engagement practices are so profoundly powerful because social engagement is how the unconscious body-mind originally developed into existence. Experiences in relation with attachment well-being sculpted brain-body structures into sensations of personal reality. Now, this internal navigation and regulation can be consciously created by the self in blissfully enjoyable, upliftingly playful ways. Ecstatic Invitation! Would you enjoy having power within your own imagination to deeply be there for all parts of yourself, anytime, anywhere, in any moment? Are you interested in harnessing your internal energy to cultivate attachment well-being or the fulfillment of your internal needs, even from the leisurely comfort of blissing out in sunshine, comfortably laying in bed, or half snoozing on a car ride? Are you ready to expand the playground of your inner world, to explore the infinite potential of the healing restoration, transcendent transformation, personal power reclamation, and loving liberation that your consciousness is capable of creating from within? Journey overview. During this session, Kristin guides you through a process of learning how to practice distinction and connection between self aspects to cultivate a felt sense of attachment need fulfillment through a consciously created experience of intentional imagination. And there's lots of different concepts here because A, the parts of the self who have attachment needs cannot be the same parts of the self who fulfill them. And B, there's distinction between the awareness of self and the experiencer of self. But then there's also distinction between all the different aspects of the inner experiencer. So there's really great dynamic depth to the concept of this practice, and then many diverse applications to tangibly practice it. More fun than some styles of meditation and much easier than certain methods of self-hypnosis, this inward journey is a skill set you may learn to further benefit and serve your infinite unfolding through life. Along with guiding you through a sample of this journey, Kristin teaches you the concepts so you can integrate this practice into your own inner play for loving liberation. You'll then have the skill set to close your eyes, spark internal imagination, and immediately reclaim personal power by playing with an enjoyable social self-engagement practice. This practice and inward journey can also expand connection that you experience with different parts of yourself within your own inner world. And whether your inner world is something that you're very familiar with, and there's lots of visualized scenes with dynamic imagery that specifically connect with various aspects of self, or whether you don't go inward and explore your inner realms through imagined scenes and settings, whether you are familiar with your own imagination and visualization or not, this practice and inward journey can just expand the capacity for aspects of consciousness to flow through places and spaces from within your own being. And speaking from intimate personal experience, you discover a lot in that journey because the right brain hemisphere, especially, speaks through images and visualization. And the right brain hemisphere is also known to carry a lot of traumatic fragments from past experiences that we often don't know about. And this doesn't have to be a major trauma, although it can be, but literally any moment of an unprocessed emotion or an incomplete action pattern can create information that may especially be associated with the right brain hemisphere that doesn't have a completed information of navigational patterns from those past experiences, and instead there's disintegrated data with reduced effectiveness of the content in the right brain that doesn't have connectivity with all the other data in there, or maybe with the other side of the brain. And so when you're journeying through anything that involves imagery and visualization and a deep meditative state of connecting with parts of consciousness through the miracles of certain types of brainwave activity, then you actually also have the potential to really discover a lot about yourself. And you might even uncover some navigational patterns that you didn't even know were there. And then you have this amazing opportunity to transmute it in a very gentle, fun, and loving way. And then you get to have this kind of palace inside of your inner being where there's kind of just a blank slate there, and you get to create your inner world as you desire it to be, because now there's no cobwebs stuck in the dark closets of your own inner imaginative exploration of your inner being and the body mind and these different regions of the deep subconscious and your brain hemispheres, etc. And you just kind of have this fresh slate to create your inner world as you desire it to be, or discover it as the authentic space that is most natural as a home for your consciousness within your own essence. And so you really get to learn a lot about yourself. You get to connect deeper with parts of yourself that maybe you haven't met before, maybe you didn't know in this way before. You get to understand and be there for parts of yourself in a brand new way that you've never gotten to feel fully in this way. And you get to really explore your inner world and resculpt it and learn more about what's there and how to reshape that and what you want to be there and how to create that. Rewriting associations. While practicing social self-engagement through your inward journeys of imagination, play with an infinite variety of experiential elements that contribute to the scenes, settings, and sensations of personal experience. Consciously personalize how these abstract associations are utilized in cleverly creative ways as you cultivate attachment well-being between parts of yourself. As you activate experiential elements through abstract associations, all related energies are automatically rewritten throughout your body-mind's navigational systems, including trillions of networks carrying conscious and unconscious memories from your entire life. Whoa, talk about holding infinite power within you. Wowza! Okay, for instance, if your journey includes your childhood self from age 5, then all data from that time period will be positively influenced deep within your body, mind, beyond awareness. If water parks appear within your inward journey of imagination, then any and all experiences associated with water parks or similar experiential elements like theme parks, water play, playgrounds, etc., will also be activated and rewritten during this process. This specifically utilizes the abstracting navigational associations method, which Kristin has developed through her Implicit Revelations case study, an independent research project investing over 20,000 hours over half a decade in developing these modalities from the ground up to create the most enjoyable and effective transformation, restoration, reclamation, and liberation imaginable. Kristin guides you to harness this powerful possibility to activate and resculpt any abstract associations of experiential elements that you desire, including emotional feelings, somatic sensations, patterns of habit, movement, or choice tendencies, colors, shapes, animals, objects, phrases, relationships, people, your own self aspects from various time periods of life, or connected with distinct energies of internal navigation, with 15 plus specific ways to practice distinction and connection between self aspects, places, types of experiences like riding on a roller coaster or sliding down a slide, and so much more. Thus, navigational patterns, memory data, elements of life experience, associations with parts of the self, and other information stored throughout trillions of body-mind networks may all be indirectly rewritten, influenced, or energetically resculpted in any way that you choose through this fun, simple, enjoyable, easy practice. Without looking at any existing data or past experiences, intentionally influence it all while blissfully enjoying playful new adventures. Invaluable inclusions. This Sacred Soul session with Kristin explores the 5 steps of social self-engagement, a tenderly loving, compassionately nourishing process to create a felt sense of attachment need fulfillment, self-attunement, what this practice is, how to apply this practice, and the infinitely vast benefits gained through it, over a dozen different ways to practice distinction and connection between self aspects, 18 specific perspectives that allow your infinite parts of consciousness to be recognized, seen, and honored through their own distinct elements of identity or experience while being fully connected to the total whole of all that you are. This includes ways to distinguish and associate self aspects flowing through unique energetic attributes of subconscious navigation, different components of brain-body structures, or vibrational identities of your infinite soul self. This Sacred Soul Session journey also explores 22 specific attachment needs to fulfill throughout 4 distinct systems, referencing the liberated consciousness diagram. This is a brand new way to understand, explore, and nourish attachment systems at the foundation of all brain-body structures, subconscious navigation, and body-mind regulation. You'll explore over 20 applicational purposes and profound benefits of this practice. Because this one practice holds limitless possibility, we explore every relevant avenue that serves you, igniting infinite inner power for you to harness these tools to their maximum potential. How can this practice effectively and enjoyably impact your body-mind wiring, including navigational patterns carrying memory data, to support, uplift, and expand your personal experiences of consciousness from the inside out? Dozens of distinct possibilities await you. You'll learn about specific benefits of this practice for both body-mind wiring and soul self aspects, as you discover a new way to transmute or uplift neural content expand that energetic connectivity, and cultivate unified liberation through limitless love for all parts of yourself in a fun, playful, creative, imaginative, enjoyable way. And of course, through this amazing journey, you'll explore clever creativity to simulate inner experiences through social soul self inward imagination ignitions to fulfill a variety of your own personal intentions. Turning inward for third eye activations to enhance the sacred power of your divine imagination. Discover the blissfully beautiful feeling of practicing social self-engagement. Experience the profound power of creating a felt sense of attachment need fulfillment for distinct aspects of yourself, while journeying anywhere in the universe through the creative power of your consciousness. This session also includes a free complimentary playbook to guide your journey, which has everything here in the free introductory playbook and a lot more as well, including summarized text in concise bullet points, plus beautiful diagrams to express ideas in new ways. These effortless reference points for each concept will amplify the power of your session and your ability to apply this practice moving forward. What to expect? During this 45-minute to 2-hour session, if you choose to explore this through a one-time Sacred Soul session, or this can also be a part of a multi-month personalized pathway, such as Healing Journey Magic with an intention to resolve any implicit health disruption, or Liberating and Expanding Consciousness, which dives even deeper into understanding and evolving your personal experience through the divine power of your unconditional love and an expansive understanding about the organization of all navigational patterns throughout trillions of complex body-mind networks. So during your Sacred Soul session, whichever pathway you choose, you will enjoy, number 1, discussing present intentions and focal points along your personal healing journey of loving liberation. Number 2, learning the specific skill set with limitless applicational potentials so you may expansively play with it through your infinite unfolding. Number 3, blissfully benefiting from a guided journey with Kristin as she provides personalized samplings of its application. Number 4, further clarifying these abstract concepts, vast variables, and specific purposes so you have all of the tools needed to harness it in any way that you choose. Number 5, utilizing your new magical skill set as Kristin guides you through a second journey where you actively participate and cultivate your own personal practice through these newly learned ideas, which is a totally optional aspect of this if you want to just further integrate what you're learning, especially on a longer call or through a multi-month journey where you're continually expanding your knowledge and awareness and application and integration of these ideas and concepts, practices, and journeys. And number 6, co-creating a plan of action regarding how, when, and why you'll play with this new practice, sparking purposeful preparation along your path forward that allows you to reap infinite rewards from planting beautiful new seeds in the garden of your inner being. Among its limitless potential application and life-shifting benefits, this practice may be harnessed to expand infinite inner power in 1, rewriting any past experience for yourself, effectively shape-shifting body-mind wiring to improve internal navigation while uniting and liberating self aspects associated with those experiences. Among infinite potentials includes reparenting the inner child. Here's a powerful insight. Practicing distinction and connection between pieces of neural wiring helps that information integrate one network at a time. With trillions of pathways, though, this tedious process can take a long time, especially if there's a lot of new connections that need to be made. Rather than emphasizing pieces of memory data, practicing distinction and connection between parts of consciousness or aspects of self exponentially, effectively, and efficiently expedites terrifically transcendent and sensationally satisfying results with monumental magnitude beyond comprehension. Number 2, rewriting any present experience for yourself, including external interactions with other people that might leave your attachment needs feeling unfulfilled. Purpose number 3, blissfully creating a brand new internal experience to encourage the well-being of attachment systems at body-mind foundations while further unifying your divine self aspects. Like a getaway vacation, but fully within you, unconditionally available at all times. And through this, you can also actually install new navigational patterns to support consciousness in navigating your human existence as you desire, rather than how it's already been experienced. Purpose number 4, uplifting energetic content and expanding connectivity of body-mind information that navigates existence for the rest of your life. I beat myself to it. Purpose number 5, lovingly uniting self aspects, regardless of how they've been experiencing themselves or life through body-mind automations. Even independently developed memory centers, for example, or body-mind islands, as I described them, may expand unification of effective internal navigation and loving communication throughout distinct parts of the self. The evolution of social soul self inward imagination ignitions. 5 years ago, this self-created journey effectively uncovered, transmuted, and rewrote complex suppressed childhood trauma while simultaneously battling 100+ trauma-related disabling health challenges. Independent of all external guidance, assistance, and resources, this practice ignited infinite inner power, able to utilize it even when losing consciousness during oxygen deprivation and severe trauma activations. Unable to communicate with the outside world, power was reclaimed from within. After over a decade of health challenges originating from unknown suppressed trauma, every implicit fragment was recovered and processed to resolve all related implicit health battles. 3 to 4 years ago, this practice efficiently reconstructed independently developed explicit-implicit memory centers to rewrite content and connectivity of brain-body wiring, shapeshift body-mind patterns of navigation and regulation, and unify dozens of amnesically isolated states of consciousness. 2 years ago, this self-sculpted journey blissfully recovered decades of memories, lost by an additional type of severe amnesia. This whole entire transformational journey unfolded exclusively through Kristin's self-created practices, independent of all external guidance and assistance. Now, these journeys are available through her services and creations to support you. Now, Kristin regularly enjoys playing with this same practice just for fun, to create amazing experiences for infinite self aspects while further improving body-mind well-being. Limitless adventures, mystical experiences, inspired ideas, deeper unity with childhood self aspects, miraculous daydreams, adulthood clarity, and cosmic glories organically arise.